I'm Jane Pauley, and this is Sunday Morning. For centuries, we've had a simple way of calling out those behaving in a disreputable manner. We've pointed an accusing finger and said, "For shame." Fast forward to today, when that accusing finger is likely to be tapping away on a keyboard, almost guaranteeing that act of shaming will be repeated by countless others around the world. Justified or not, David Pogue will report our cover story.
In colonial times, we punished people by humiliating them in public, like this. But thanks to the internet,
this is a horrible corporation with horrible values.
Public shamings are once again in vogue, and they can destroy lives.
They put my kids' elementary school address online. And they were like kindergartners and first graders. So that's when we moved out of the house.
Later on Sunday morning, the anonymous online mobs and the lives they destroyed.
We have questions and answers this morning from Robert Pattinson, an actor first known for his character's peculiar thirst. He looks back and forward with Michelle Miller.
Robert Pattinson rose to superstardom as a vampire in the mega-hit Twilight series.
My family, we're different from others of our kind. We only hunt animals.
Don't be confused. It's just gonna make it worse for me.
But it's his newest role that has him on edge.
My initial instinct is to say, like, oh, you could never do this. This is good. You can't do it.
The evolution of Robert Pattinson, ahead on Sunday Morning.
There's no denying the folks in one heartland town dream big. And Connor Knighton says we're all invited to see their handiwork.
If you're planning a summer road trip to see the world's largest rocking chair, the world's largest mailbox, the world's largest knitting needles, pitchfork, golf tee, and more, you only need to make one stop. Little Casey, Illinois.
A small town with a big idea. Later on Sunday Morning.
Stranger Things is a smash hit TV series with lots of devoted fans and a truckload of Emmy nominations to boot. Mark Strassman will show us why.
The supernatural thriller Stranger Things holds a special power over its millions of fans and cast.
You love all these guys?
Yes.
Really?
What?
Would you tell me if you didn't love them?
You're such a little...
Or ask Winona Ryder about the show's effect.
You can get lucky with certain shows. I mean, it's certainly been unlike anything that I've ever experienced.
But the story of this hit series begins with these 33-year-old twins. Later on Sunday Morning, casting a spell on the set of Stranger Things.
Anthony Mason talks with Francoise Gillot about her brush with greatness, her years with Pablo Picasso. Faith Staley tastes her very first freshly shucked oyster. Steve Hartman searches for the secret to living happily ever after, and more. First, the headlines for this Sunday morning, the 20th of August, 2017. Tens of thousands of people filled streets and parks in cities across the country Saturday to denounce racism, white supremacy, and Nazis. The biggest demonstration was in Boston. 40,000 people turned out to counter a much smaller rally organized by conservative activists. 33 people were arrested. In a statement released yesterday, President and Mrs. Trump announced they're skipping this year's Kennedy Center honors to, quote, allow honorees to celebrate without any political distraction. Some recipients of the honors had already said they'd boycott the White House reception. A 72-year-old mystery now solved. An expedition led by Microsoft co-founder and philanthropist Paul Allen has found the wreckage of the USS Indianapolis. It was hit by a Japanese torpedo in the final days of World War II. Nearly 900 sailors were lost. The Indianapolis was found at the bottom of the Philippine Sea yesterday, almost 3.5 miles down. And there's still hope for Powerball dreamers. No winner last night. The jackpot is now estimated at $650 million. Dick Gregory, the humorist and activist, passed away yesterday in Washington. He was 84. We'll have a remembrance ahead on Sunday morning. Now the weather. Heavy rain and flash floods could swamp parts of the southwest today. A chance of hail in the northern plains. As for tomorrow, it's all about the eclipse. Hope clouds don't get in the way.
You're disgusting. You're ugly. Your hair's ugly. Your eyes are too far apart. You look like a horse.
Next, attackers online.
Can you say that to someone? Much less say it to their face?